Hello, everybody, and welcome to It's the Liquor Talking right here on WCRN AM 830. And I am very excited for today because you know what today is?
I don't know. I think we're knee deep in Go Whiskey Week.
That's day 6 of Go Whiskey Week is today, and it's probably the most pivotal and busiest day of the festival.
Yeah. A
This
lot of classes, a lot of sessions you can attend, and then, of course, closing with the VIP tasting
meet
seat.
and greet tonight.
Yeah.
We just had breakfast in Asia.
Yep.
That was great over at
And then
the
we flew
Mandarin.
over here to
Yes.
Westboro.
Why are my arms tired?
Yeah.
We just had a great one. Cavalon and Nika did a great presentation over at,
The
of course, the
Mandarin.
Mandarin.
They did a great presentation, too.
Yes,
I
they did.
enjoyed their buffet
Yes.
line.
Did you
Yeah.
did you enjoy the food?
Yes, several times.
More than once.
Yes.
Well, joining me on the dais, of course, is the great, the powerful, the one and only spirits medium to the gods, Randall J. Bird.
Because we have a full show, I think we should welcome to the podium the grape one, El Rey. He makes his way to the dais with his entourage.
Yes. Ray,
waving,
stop kissing the babies.
Yeah,
Yeah, stop kissing the babies.
as
Why do
he
we say that at the exact same time?
mounts the throne here.
Getting up there, and of course, it's time for wine of the week. Now, Ray, don't screw this up, man. We gave you a wine of the week during Go Whiskey Week. We threw a wine in there. So Randall's already skeptical. He says, "Is this whiskey from Italy?" And I said, "No. It's just the same color." So, what is the wine of the week this week? Great and powerful Ray.
All right, Ryan. Good morning
El
to
Rey.
you. Good morning to Randall.
Oh, here it is.
Don't wish him good
Yeah.
morning. That's not true.
Dispensing fiats.
Yes.
Yes.
So today I present
I decree.
one of my favorite white wines from Italy. It's a grape varietal called Falangina, and the producer in this
Don't
case,
swear at me. It's too early in the morning. You start swearing at me, man.
and the producer is Ornetta, and
Ornetta from Falagina.
yes,
Is that like was the girl from Ipanema?
yes,
Sort of.
actually, yes, sort of.
And I get accused of derailing the show. All right, white wine.
Okay, so what we have here is a very fragrant, floral, fresh style of white wine. Like I said, it's the grape varietal is Falangina. It comes from an area in Italy called Campania, and if you don't know where Campania is, I'm sure you've all heard of the Amalfi Coast, and that's where that is. And of course, they make some great red wine there as well, like Aglianico's and some other whites like Greco de Tufo. But I like
Easy for him
Falangina
to
for
say.
its. I like Falangina because of its freshness and nice acidity. And as you bring that glass up and you get a little bouquet from it, the nose, the bouquet, and the flavors are very reminiscent of some citrus, like a little lime in there, stone fruits, green apple, and some tropical fruits, namely kiwi, in there as well. Nice texture in the mouth and great with any kind of seafood, shellfish. This goes
right.
with, yeah. And of course, hey, winter's over just about. So it's a nice spring, summer wine as well.
Why would you jinx us like that?
I
just,
know.
I mean, you are Italian, right? You know
Yeah.
you just jinxed us, right?
Okay. There you go.
Just checking.
There you
Just if it snows tomorrow,
It's supposed to be 20 degrees tomorrow.
yeah, I want to. Yeah, we're gonna come at your house with the pitchforks.
Ray, are you an anarchist?
An anarchist.
What does this have to do with Go Whiskey Week? You've just completely just went your own way, right?
Well,
Whiskey and wine is a match made in heaven.
Okay.
he just came up with that, by the way.
Yeah, I did.
So Ray, give us the name again and give us the price.
Okay, so this is 2023 vintage. The producer is Ornetta, and the grape is Falangina. And the price of this, the everyday price of this is $17.99. However, this week, starting today and all of next week, it will be $14.39, which comes to
Under
about a
15
20% discount.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like it. What does you think the audience do? We got a big studio audience today, which is great. What'd you guys think of the wine? They said it's not whiskey. That was the big thing. Did you guys like it? Yeah, it's nice. Nice and refreshing.
And it's also, Ryan, a wine that for people who are Chardonnay drinkers,
Yeah.
because of the tropical nature of this particular wine and the apple that you get, it's kind of reminiscent of Chardonnay a little bit. So if you're a Chardonnay drinker, you'd love this.
Nice. I like it. Thank you, Ray.
My pleasure. Anytime.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna kick Ray out of here because he's the wine department, and who cares? It's whiskey week.
He had a shot.
He had a shot.
He
He
used up
could have
his time.
he could have actually took this entire audience upstairs
Ray.
with him, and ended up being a wine day for him. But no, that's not gonna
The
happen.
exit
Thanks,
is
Ray.
almost as big and pompous
You wanna give
as
it
the
that?
entrance.
There he goes,
So,
everybody.
As we play him off the dais. Are we
El
welcoming a
Ray.
new guest?
Yeah, why don't we do that?
All right. Someone who's also, I feel,
No, I gotta stop this music. It's terrible.
royalty. Mostly
Royalty?
because I associate him with the color purple, which is also a very royal color.
Well, I always associate him with the Shadow Man
Oh,
because he's magical.
yes.
He's magically delicious. Okay, I'm going to say one thing since Macaulay is coming up here, who is the extraordinary guy behind Dark Arts. There's no swearing on the radio,
I've been reflecting over that a little bit, so I will try my best.
which is okay. It's still free form, but yeah, we got to watch it
It's
because
AM, right?
yeah,
It's
because
okay.
well, the problem is Ted's getting old and he's not quick on the button anymore. So we don't want to drive him crazy.
Yeah, welcome.
So, last night, triumphant. You had your seminar last night, which was great. We tried 8 different whiskeys from the Dock Hats, as we stay here in Massachusetts, and I think everybody's looking forward to seeing you over the next 2 days. You're going to be here tonight for the meet and greet, and you're here tomorrow for the Grand Dram. So you got. Do you have your lineup all squared away?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna showcase the core expressions, the toasted Mizunara, the Jus Fleur toasted French oak, the Ambarana rye, as well as the 2 specialty products that we picked out together and also blended together. So
That's great.
you want to talk about that for a minute, or
Yeah, you want to? Well, I'll let Randall talk about it because he was there too. So I think that
We had a great time and we blended stuff together, and that's what we'll be tasting.
no, we
I think,
go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm gonna give it to you.
No,
You weren't on the
think I
dais
said
last night.
everything. I wrapped it all up.
That's it. We sort of did a companion barrel to the one we did last year, which was which was it?
A rye and red and white.
A red and white port, which
called
was
Portal.
Portal. And we did sort of the follow up, and this one this year is a red and white port, but done with bourbon.
Right.
So, which is
Phenomenal.
portentous, which is really good. And I think they both work. And I don't think you sort of find that all the time. Is like a combination of a finishing working both for rye and bourbon. That's sort of like almost an oddity because usually one works better with the other.
Well, I loved it so much, I decided to scale it up, and I'm actually going to release that as a specialty release later in
Is
the
it
year.
called Randall and
Is
Ryan?
it called pretentious?
It's called Pretentious.
Because Ryan's already got that name
Yes,
in the
thank you.
pipeline.
Actually, it's actually trademarked. So there you go, smarty pants. All right, what do you got? I see some stuff on the edge of the dais, but I think well, how much time do we have before break? 1 minute 15.
Okay.
Okay, but
You
we're
can
gonna.
start to,
Well, you're also introducing your new whiskey. That is this now going to be part of the lineup, like
Yeah.
the core expression
So
stuff?
it is the core expression now. It's a 100 proof toasted Mizunara, and I actually did a special project with this. I let 2 different groups come in and be guest blenders at the Whiskey House. So that's the first 2 that they came out with, and then I did the 3rd one. And what we're going to do here in just a minute is we are going to blindly taste those 3 batches and see who did it best.
Oh, okay.
right?
Since
All right.
these
We
2
won't know.
gentlemen at the table have the best palates in the country.
Did somebody walk in? All right. Yeah, we'll do
I'm
one.
not much of a painter.
I'm not much of a painter. Well, since we're up here, we got 30 seconds. We're going to do that when we come back from break. In the meantime, why don't we taste out the Perpetuum,
Oh.
which is the Marcella finished bourbon that we did. There you go.
Yep.
And actually, this is one of Macaulay's who foolishly let Randall and I try it, and we fell in love with it and bought like half the barrel. So
All right,
Definitely
and
go.
we'll
All
have
right.
more information when we return back from this commercial break. This is It's the Liquor Talking, and we'll continue on with the Facebook Live feed if you'd like to see what a train looks like.
Yeah.
And continue on the other side of that break with the radio program. Please stay tuned.
I'm going to give it the New England seal of approval. Not bad.
Not bad.
Cool.
I still like this. This is one of my favorite. I like this one. So now we're in the show within the show.
Mm-hmm.
We're on break, but we're still on Facebook. So if you want to swear in between the breaks, you can do that. If
This one qualifies wicked.
wicked pissa,
Cool.
wicked hardcore. Listen, buddy. So while we're at the break, I was trying to think of something that we could taste, but I don't want to throw us off too much because I know we're going to come back and we're going to try that stuff. Do you want to try a Paloma? A Manhattan. So how about a Spagliato? Since we're on that Italian kick.
Yeah.
On a Spagliato?
Thanks for asking what we'd like to try.
Yes.
Yeah, well, then I just
Yes.
decided. I just
Hoisting
said,
this
you know what?
upon it.
Would you like to try? No. I'm going to go right to that.
I guess this is what we'd like to
Via Carota, the great brand, the Italian name, the Carrot Road. This is a white Negroni Spagliato. And this is a fizzy drink.
I've been instructed to collect all bottles. once
Eddie,
empty
when I open one of these, you got to
for
try
bud
one.
vases.
This one is 11% ABV. 11%. It's made with white Negroni. It's like a white Negroni, but it is carbonated. So I'll leave that up here. I don't know if Johnny's handing out the next stuff. I'm not going to give him. If one of the audience members want to come and grab this to give it to everybody. You sure? I know. I'm not going to make Johnny on the spots running around today. He's
He
going to.
needs to be on the
You know.
spot.
You know what's great? We have a
Step
studio
2.
audience, and they could not have sat further away from each other, just to make John's job even more difficult.
He's working
I mean,
out his Fitbit. I'll tell you that much.
I mean, we make his job insanely difficult.
Yeah, he was the Secretary of State on the fly last night.
That's right.
Getting the ballots out.
To get the ballots out. That was a disaster. This is actually really good.
Toasted
What-
Mizunara. It's this product here.
We're gonna get to it. You're jumping the gun again.
So there's a-
Sorry, the studio. I'm gonna say the studio audience is passive. You just sit there and enjoy your drinks because they can't hear you. So all they, it's just us. They only hear us.
It's a little muffled.
This is pretty good. I like this one.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with this actual cocktail,
Yeah.
but I'm liking it.
I would definitely drive out to Julio's liquor store in Westboro, Massachusetts, and buy some of this.
You would? 140 Turnpike Road, you would? Really?
Yes, all the way
Oh.
from Kentucky.
Uh-huh. This is good.
It is nice.
It is nice. Nice,
Refreshing.
refreshing. Yeah.
The bottle's cute.
Isn't the bottle cute? Randall now has to collect all these bottles.
I was actually outside smoking a cigarette and looking at the beautiful display out there, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting."
Oh yeah, the window display?
Yes.
That's very nice. Oh, well, that's another one. Keep an eye out. We'll be doing some tastings on Via Carota, the Carrot Road. And I think Johnny, do you have them all out there, John? Are you giving us ours? All right.
You're welcome to pour them some of that if you would like to.
I think he already did it already. All right. We're coming back. All right. He said we were coming back. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to It's the Liquor Talking right here on WCRN AM 830. And we're also we're broadcasting also on Facebook Live, the Julio's Facebook page. After the show is over, you can get this wherever you get your podcasts. Just look for It's the Liquor Talking, such as Spotify or any of those. And also, you can go back to WCRN. They have a catalog of all of our shows, and you can listen to them. So, and I guess Vinny's now putting us on YouTube.
Oh,
We're
boy.
YouTubers now. Did you know that?
No.
No, I didn't want to tell you. but we're done. So did you guys get some of the Marcella one first? Did you guys try that?
Yeah, just before the commercial break, we poured this, and fantastic. This is one that you were trying to keep to yourselves, but you foolishly let us taste it.
That was your first mistake, was letting us in the room. But when we tried this, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh man, can we buy this barrel? And he's like, no, I got to I'm going to do something with it. I go, yeah, sell it to us.
Yeah, then I was wanting to save it for the opening of the whiskey house. So
So we took some of it. You'll have enough for the opening of the whiskey house.
yeah, you actually helped pay for some shelves in the whiskey
There you
house.
go.
So I
See, there you go.
appreciate that.
You are welcome. So, all right. So what's the next thing we want to do? You've introduced this new sort of extension to the core lineup,
Yes.
and that is a toasted Mizunara bourbon.
Kentucky bourbon.
Kentucky bourbon.
Yes.
All right. And before us now, A, B, and C, we're doing this blindly. The audience has A, B, and C too. These are 3 different blendings of that of that product.
Yes.
No,
So
I can clearly see that they're A, B, and C.
definitely A, B, and C. I had our Secretary of State over there pour them up
Okay.
blindly for
That's
us.
Johnny on the
They're
spot.
Not having any rigged elections up here.
Yes.
But what I did with this is each group, including myself, was presented various barrels from the same mash bill.
Yeah.
But with this product, I used 2 different toast profiles to create it. There's one that's a little bit lighter that's going to bring out more of the aromatic and the nose to the product,
Okay.
whereas the medium toast profile brings out all the flavors that you would associate with these sandalwoods. For me, the sandalwood, or not sandalwood, sorry, that's one of the notes in there, but the Mizunara pulls out kind of a burnt sugar note, darker sugar, if you will. I do get that sandalwood note in there, and you get rich cinnamon, and just rounds it out very nicely with a little bit of nuttiness. And I feel like that balances out with that high rye mash bill. This bottle is actually proof to 100 proof.
All right. So that's sort of going to be, it's sort of stable. It's always going to be 100 proof.
100 proof, yes.
Okay. All right. So we have basically, you guys ran amok with all these barrels, and this is each sort of group's
2
interpretation.
groups and your pick.
2 groups created one of these blend, or one group created each blend, and then I created a third one.
Okay.
All right.
So these will be hitting the market around the country very soon. And the idea behind this was kind of do a little blending competition and to see who did it better.
You know, he kept barrels back, right? And didn't give them to the other group. You know
Yeah.
that, right?
I didn't say how many barrels they got to choose from versus how many I got to choose from.
It's called house advantage.
Yeah, the house always wins.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Was that a clue?
I know, actually, it's like, I don't know, actually. Maybe
We will find
can
out.
we get a signal over here from my Secretary of State? Come on.
All right.
Now we're gonna wait.
I'm gonna have the audience. I want to make sure that they're trying them all. Look at the concentration. I'm feeling. I can. Is burning wood one of the things that you smell in this, or is it just the audience thinking? I think it might just be the audience thinking.
Might have been something else we burned down earlier.
They're all actually good. I mean, there's not one that's like.
They have the thread of that flavor from
Yep.
the Mizunara toast.
All right. I'm gonna studio audience. Oh, okay. This is my key. All right. I'm gonna do something on the back. Is that all right? Can I do that? All right. Studio audience. A is your favorite. A. Oh, hold on. A. 1 vote. B. 1 vote. B. C. No, there's a lot of you in the room. You haven't voted yet. There's more than 2 people in this room.
I think they're holding
still.
out for another sample. They're just
Yeah,
trying
I know. This is like
stack the
yeah.
samples.
All right, I'm gonna do this one more time. A bit that's gone completely off the rails. All right, A. Now we have 2 for A. B. 1, 2, 3 for B. C. 1, 2, 3 for C. All right, we got. It's pretty dang close. Oh no, there really is a wrong answer here. The wrong answer is if you don't pick Mr. Mr. McGully's down the end there. Okay, Randall, what did you think?
I have to try and second guess a palette, right?
Are you
So
just trying to
I
pick
like
his out or
I
just
find the most balance and the most flavor in the three that I've seen in
Mhm.
B.
B?
And then it's almost like the Three Little Bears, right? One's a little bit lighter, one's a little bit heavier, and then I found the most balance in B. But I don't know if you're looking for intensity or balance. So I myself am unbalanced.
I
So
know.
I
Which
think
one?
it's going to be.
I think that's a really
I'm
simple
going to say
question. Which one
B
did you
is
like?
the one that I like. But I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Aren't we trying to figure out
No,
which
just
one is
no.
the correct one that would
It's
be?
which one's your favorite?
No, it's which one's your favorite.
I'm gonna
I think I
like B.
premised this
Because they're
pretty good.
all available on the market.
Yeah.
I think I premised this by saying the one you like the best. Like, which one did you like the best? B?
Yeah.
B. I am also agreeing with you, but it was a really close call with me and C. But for the balance reason, I think I am leaning actually more towards B. So I'm going to put myself down as B. Macaulay, which one did you like the best? Now you may or may not pick yours out,
I honestly don't know.
but which one did you like the best?
I'm actually going to go with C on this
Okay,
one.
Macaulay goes with C.
Found it to be a little bit richer and have a little bit
It is a
longer
little bit-
finish on it.
Yep. A little bit of a sharper note on that one too.
Yeah.
though.
It's a little bit more intense.
I'm
Yeah.
more of a sharp person, and I'm definitely out of balance.
All right.
so-
All right. So I will give you the final total. A had 2 votes, B had 5 votes, and C had 4 votes. So it's all still relatively close. All right. Macaulay, yours was A.
Oh,
Yours was A with 2 votes. The B was the junkies,
okay. Bourbon Junkies.
bourbon junkies, and C was Ms.
It's Bourbon Night.
It's bourbon. Oh, it's bourbon.
Yeah,
Okay, I don't
Chad-
understand what that means.
Chad and Sarah.
Oh, yeah, they're all Mizunara, John. Oh, okay, but C is theirs. Now, I am going to point out that we have had a contest against Bourbon Night before. Our entry was Three Little Pigs in the Wilderness, and theirs was Wheat Science,
Yes.
I think, and I think we trounced them in that. In this case, they have redeemed themselves in my eyes.
Redemption.
Redemption.
But I think this little activity here kind of just showcases what the idea behind the whiskey house is. I mean, if many of you have heard me talk before, we don't blend for consistency. So each one of these batches is artisanally blended, in my opinion, and it has same wheelhouse of flavors. I mean, but just slightly different. I think that makes it more interesting when you're getting bottles. And
I think also, like, again, we have a very small sampling, and here's what I predict would happen if you did a bigger sampling. They'd be even, or just like one off. There is no real winner. I'm even tasting these. There's no flaws in any of these. They're all really good. It gets down, and the funny part is, if you probably asked me at another point in another part of the day, I might pick something else because it's always like what's sort of hitting you at that time too.
well, I think my palate was a little bit jarred from the Negroni thing. Anyways, all I'm tasting is white wine and bitter aperitif
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
this is what
very trying not to
I just
touch
want to
right
give you a clue. This is what we do on this show. You thought that was bad. Wait until we got more stuff to go through. But I think I think it's really cool. I think just out of curiosity, which one do we have?
This is actually it's Bourbon Night blend.
So we actually have. Was that
B.
no? That was B.
No, that was C.
C. We actually have C,
Yeah.
and that one did very well too. I mean, like again, this is. I'm just going to do this. Ready? Because that's how much that matters. Because we're going to have the good part is we're going to have this open tonight during the meet and greet, and we're also going to have it open tomorrow during the Grand Dram. So if you want to try this, you get to try it before you buy it, which is always the best way. And I'm just going to we got a couple minutes. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say that when you were doing the presentation last night for our audience out there that may be listening on the radio or, after the fact in the podcast, you don't blend for consistency. You're on an artistic journey to kind of create something that in the moment is inspiring
something,
you
all right.
or what you're looking at. And I was thinking when you were talking about that, how I liked some of my favorite albums for musicians are ones that you kind of have to listen to the whole album. And at first blush, you're like, I don't know if I like the whole thing. But once you see the vision of the whole album and like kind of buy into it and like go on the journey with the musician, I look at the whiskeys that you're putting out there as those individual journeys. So I'd like to see where you're at. And you were saying if you found something that you really like, buy a lot of it because it'll never be the same. I would counteract that and say, buy as many different
each one.
ones so that you can compare them yourself. Now,
Yeah.
obviously, you might be able to taste these later today or maybe not. But I think that that's part of the journey is finding what spoke to Macaulay and these other people that were making it at the time they made it. And then also enjoy that experience for what it is. So thank you for the presentation last night, but I was just pondering on the artistic invention and reinvention of your flavor profiles and each time you do a blend. So thank you for that.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Just so you know, later today, we're talking about it. This is Go Whiskey Week. Today is basically Seminar Saturday. Just going to throw out some things that are happening. We've already had breakfast in Asia, but there is some other stuff. There's a masterclass, Single Cast Nation, with Josh Haddon. Proof is in the Pudding with Randall Bird, which is a really great seminar. Compass Box seminar today. Finishing School with Randall Bird. He's doing 2 today. And Once Upon a Time and Glenn Morangi, which is later on. And then, of course, the meet and greet tonight. Go to juliosliquors.com. Open up the tastings and events, and you'll see all of this stuff pop up.
It's the Liquor Talking. Now going into commercial break. Please follow us on the Facebook Live feed, and we'll be back on the other side of the commercials. Please stay tuned.
All right, we're off the air, but we're still recording. What'd you guys think? Give me some feedback. Did you guys like them? I didn't think there was anything that was like, it wasn't like, oh my God, that one sucks. I can't believe you gave us that one or anything like that. They were all good. It just gets down to personal preference.
Marsala?
Did anybody buy it? Who liked the Marsala one? We tried that one first, just to sort of see. Yeah. That's really good. I liked everything we do. We got, this is a, could you cook chicken Marsala and have some of that Marsala? Yeah, I don't see why not.
Bourbon chicken Marsala.
Bourbon chicken Marsala. I don't think there's enough Marsala taste that would actually work as you could drink it with it, and that would sort of match up. But I don't think there's enough Marsala running through that you could substitute the Marsala. Yeah, with the instead. What's that? It would be expensive chicken Marsala. It would be. Although I think that Marsala would be great with mushrooms. 420 blend. Did you do any more of that one?
The Blunt blend is coming out soon. Actually, when I get back to Kentucky next week, I'll be batching that together, and that will be coming out to the market in time for have that bottle in hand and on shelves for 420. Last year we named that one Dank Arts, and looking for ideas. I'm thinking about Sorcerer's Stoned this year, so if you got a good idea, reach out.
All right. I'm going to let you choose the question of the show. I'm going to put 2 out here, Randall, and you pick which one you want to pick. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you which one's
the
which.
one in your hand.
Yeah, they both are in my hand.
Let's do that one.
Which one?
By the way, you're showing me what looks like one card because the backs are the same.
How's that? This one?
Yeah.
Okay, you get that one. All right, guys, I'm going to read the question of the show.
Please refrain from answering until we're back on the commercial.
Right, we'll come back on.
Unless you're responding through the Facebook Live page.
Right. What the larceny question of the show is, what Bill Murray movie features characters ordering sweet vermouth on the rocks with a twist? And we come back on the show. I'll read that again. And you guys all think about your answers. Don't looking it up on your phone either. We had some of that last night, I think. All right, let's going to come back and we'll read that on the thing. All right. So we're going to do the question of the show when we come back. And then I also want to give a rundown of how many different tables there are tonight. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to It's the Liquor Talking right here on WCRN AM 830. Go to juliosliquors.com. And today, basically, go to the events page if you want to see everything that's going on this weekend because it's the last 2 days of Go Whiskey Week. And it's going to be really exciting. I'm going to read the question of the show, the larceny question of the show today, which I did on the break, but now you can actually answer. What Bill Murray movie features characters ordering sweet vermouth on the rocks with a twist? And I'll give you some. A, Stripes. B, Rushmore. C, Groundhog Day. Or D, Lost in Translation. All good Bill Murray movies, by the way. All right. So who thinks it's Stripes? All right. Who thinks it's Rushmore? No one. Who thinks it's Groundhog Day? All right. Who thinks it's Lost in Translation? Oh,
It's a whiskey one, though.
Okay. Now, I'm going to go with Macaulay first. Macaulay, which one is it?
I can remember the movie in my head. It's something about amnesia, and this girl orders that drink all the time, and he keeps trying to hit on her and seduce her essentially, and he goes up and introduces that cocktail. But I think that was Lost in Translation.
Okay, might
but
be
I
Lost.
don't remember
All right.
exactly.
Randall J. Bird, what's your answer?
He was doing a Japanese whiskey ad in Japan.
Yes, in Lost in Translation. That is correct.
So I want to say it's that one because it's the only one that was so specific about alcohol.
Okay. All right. So you're both wrong.
Although Rushmore.
You're both wrong. But here's the funny part. Macaulay has the scenario down. He just has the wrong movie.
Okay.
It's Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day.
It's Groundhog Day. Has anybody ever seen the picture of Randall driving with the groundhog? It's really funny. I'll show some people if they want to see that later on. We did that for Groundhog Day. But it is Groundhog Day.
Okay.
Good Bill Murray movie. We just finished Groundhog Day just a little while ago. You want to know what the other one?
Can you name a bad Bill Murray movie?
No, not really. Not off the top of my head. Here, I'm just going to give you the other question just to see.
Okay.
If you two. I'll give you the other question. What classic whiskey cocktail is named after a famous Scottish outlaw? Is it a Rob Roy, a Roy Rogers, a William Wallace, or an Ewan McGregor? If you don't get this right,
spotting.
if you don't, it's a train spotting. If you don't get this one, you're off the show. I shouldn't even have to.
I know that the most famous one is a Rob Roy, but if there's a William Wallace, I don't know of it.
Yeah, it's a Rob Roy.
Oh, okay.
I knew you'd get that one. I didn't think why you wouldn't get that one. Oh well.
Know.
You want to do the drink of the show?
Yeah.
All right. Drink of the show today.
Oh, you're opening a bottle.
Yeah, I'm opening a bottle. You want to tell people what the drink of the show is about?
It's the drink that we drink during. What do you want me to say? Do you want me to say?
I want to say the tagline. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're going
Every
to put this in
time I
our
want you to
coffee
say
mugs. This is how we used to drink this, unless it was out of a paper bag on the public library steps of Worcester. But in New England, it's nobody's business what's in our coffee mugs. But we're happy to tell you that today it looks like it's a 10-year-old Eagle Rare.
It is a 10-year-old Eagle Rare, Randall J. Bird. It is a 90 proof 10-year-old Eagle Rare. And even more importantly, it is also a single barrel Eagle Rare. This is our new barrel, which we will be releasing during the meet and greet tonight. Ooh. And this is called Golden Eye. And you'll taste it, you'll know why. But this is barrel 007. So, hold on, let me get the picture in there. There we go. I give it to Johnny.
So this is available on the shelf later today.
Yeah, it has not been released, but it is going to be released today. Actually, I did it for anybody that came on Thursday to one of the events, but we'll release it today. You guys get to try this one.
Do not buy this. It is terrible.
It's terrible. Don't buy
I
any of
have
it.
plenty of gifts that I need to give, so
You
please
will not
let
like
me.
this one. You will not like this one at all. Don't come in
Yeah.
and buy this one. All right.
I think they're passing some of the out to the studio audience.
Yeah,
Macaulay,
that's
any
what do you think?
thoughts?
I don't think Macaulay's a big Eagle Rare.
I'm not the biggest Eagle Rare fan in the world.
Why did I know that?
You know, I like a little bit more proof. And I was actually at an Eagle Rare pick, and I was like, why don't you do this at cast strength? And they were like, think about the product line and the ages. And I was like, aha, makes sense. Because it always tastes so good straight out of the barrel at cast strength.
Mhm.
But this is a beautiful whiskey. I mean, you're going to sell this out instantly.
Yeah.
Everyone clamors for these.
Well, what we really like
mean-
about it is when we do sell out of these too, though. Like, I mean, we go through a pretty. You've been picking. Macaulay's gone barrel picking with us. We take it very seriously.
Really?
Yeah, we were at, was it 7 a.m. that we were picking barrels?
We
Four
pick barrel at
Roses?
7 a.m. Picking barrels at Four Roses. Mandy down there is always been treated us.
Has always been deeply
Yeah.
resentful of our early morning.
I just
start.
assumed the security guards knew who I was at that point, and I just drove on through and
Yeah.
walked into the building, and turns out they thought I was trespassing in there.
Yeah,
Some calls were made.
just so you know, they usually don't start until like 10, and occasionally I can talk Mandy into letting us get in there early. We usually help set up though. We pay our way.
Has anyone found that challenge coin in there?
Yeah, he did on somebody else's pick.
Hmm.
Yeah, so he had to put it back.
Oh, that voids
Yeah.
out that.
That voids it out. That voids it out.
So yeah,
And
yeah, there's a
unloyal-
little bit of a process to get back
yeah,
into the Rick
I
House
still think
area.
I
that's-
have one of those half gallons of Julio's vodka on my whole card list, don't I, Ryan?
You do, and we have it ready, and it's upstairs waiting for you. I wanted to do. We need something else to drink, so let's do
What to do?
What to do?
Is that what you want?
You want to do? You want to do that one?
I've been seeing that one all over.
All
so I've
right,
been
we can
very
do that one.
interested in
That's
that
not one. That's not a problem. We can do that.
The Glenmorangie, A Tale of Tokyo.
We're gonna be tasting this today during the Glenmorangie. We got David Blackmore's coming back. It's been a while. It's been a couple years, anyways.
He's
before
out in the
David's-
market on good behavior.
Yeah, they let him. Actually, I'm gonna take half of that because I don't need that much, and you probably don't, anyways.
I don't either.
Yeah, this is. We're gonna be actually tasting this during their
Well, that
their
nose is
their
great.
thing today. They're doing a seminar today at 4, and we're doing Tale of Tokyo. But the really cool part is we're going to be doing the new Signet. There's a Signet Reserve, and Signet is one of my favorites that Glenmorangie does. There's a Signet Reserve. We're going to be doing that today. We're also going to be doing the snake for the Year of the Snake. We're going to be doing that one, which you can't even get right now. And we're also doing. There's a new one that's it's Japanese. I believe it's Mizunari cast.
Mizunara.
It's 23 years old. So that should be really cool to taste out. And what did I do with the cap? Did you take the cap?
I have it.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains a lot. This is Tale of Tokyo, Highland single malt Scotch whiskey, a marriage of whiskey aged in Mizunara, bourbon, and sherry cask. This is 46 ABV. So there you go. And these are limited edition runs, the Tale of Tokyo. And I'll give it to Johnny so he can give it out to the audience. And I'm going to try it right now. I love the nose on this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the leftover American cigarette smell on my fingers or not, but I'm getting a little hint of like roasted peanuts on there or something. It was
Circus peanuts or regular peanuts?
regular.
They're regular peanuts? Oh, that's weird. I get a little of that like white mushroom on that too. It's really cool. All right, let's try this one. Well, that doesn't suck. That's really good. I like that. Do you like that one?
I like that one a lot.
I like that one a lot. It's got a really cool finish to it. It really
Almost
lingers.
like a
in
dark
this,
chocolate.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of stuff going on here. There's sugary candy in there. There's smoke.
Yeah,
It's not a peat smoke, by the way. It's just a more earthiness, I think, from maybe the Mizunara or the sherry. But it's really good. I like that one.
yeah.
I sort of didn't. I didn't buy one of these. I may now have to buy one of these.
I've realized, even after last night, I think I don't know, bourbon and rye whiskey company, we do a little bit of malt, but that one's not even a thing. But I think I'm a closeted single malt drinker, and
We've heard that about you. No, I mean, but like these are just so beautiful too. But while you're enjoying that, I'm going to run down what we are going to do tonight and tomorrow as far as tables goes, because I don't think people understand how much whiskey, how many tables, and what this entails. And I'll sort of give you this. Tonight there are 38 tables, and then tomorrow we add more to that, and it ends up being 68 tables total tomorrow for the Grand Dram. But tonight,
Multiple bottles on each table.
right,
So,
and I'm going to go through that tonight, which is the meet and greet, is my favorite because there's less people. We limit it to 250. I think it's like around 200 right now. We limit it to like 250. It's really good. Everything that's listed here, a lot of the tables have like what we call bottle under the table or secret pours that you can ask for. You can talk to the people more. I just like it. It's just a more welcoming sort of event rather than a bigger event. It's not one other way to put it. So let me tell you, table one, I'm just going to list them up. Brown Foreman, New Riff, Dark Arts is table number 3, by the way. Hodling, which does Hirsch, Nika, Old Pulteney, Latitude, which is the Copper and Cast, the Wheel Horse, Impex, which is doing a bunch of things, including Milk and Honey from Israel, Port Askig from Isla, and they have 2 tables. They have Arc American and Kilhoman. Single Cast Nation is going to be here, and I thought I saw Josh around here. He's around here somewhere. Torbeg, which we tasted the other night. Remy Cointreau, which does Bruichladdich and so forth. LHK Spirits is table 11. They do the Dunbrody and the Cayo. Pernod Ricard doing Jameson, the Green Spot, Yellow Spot, Redbreast. They do all those. Gala, which is Dalmore, Horse Soldier, Jura. Heaven Hill, which does Bernheim. 10 seconds. I got to stop now. We'll come back. We're only up to table 13.
over the commercial break, you can watch Ryan reading through the entire list on the Facebook Live. But please join us on the other side of the commercial break when he finishes the list with more of It's the Liquor Talking. Please stay tuned.
All right. I need to I'm parched now. I need something to drink.
Is that a Paloma time over there?
You want a Paloma or okay. So, what was it last week? It was 2 weeks ago, right? 2 weeks ago, we got some samples from Suntory of this new product that they're coming out with. It's negative 196. And I guess they crushed the fruit at negative 196 Celsius. And they use vodka, and it's 5.5% ABV. And it's called, it's a freeze crush. And I thought they sent me more samples. They're like, oh, did you like that? Yeah, try this. And these aren't even out yet. So we're sort of getting to try them a little early.
Now, when we first heard about this, we thought
we were
maybe,
very
is this
skeptical.
Gimmicky.
Yeah.
But it's a Japanese product, and typically they can kind of deliver on a lot of the flavor and taste.
Have we, there's a bunch of things if you follow on social media and stuff like that, like Japan's living in the future. And I think every time they send me something from there and they do it, we do not need another seltzer. You know, that was my first blush thing. We don't need another seltzer. But trying all the ones that we did try last week, I was like, damn.
Get rid of all the others.
Get rid of all the others and just carry this one. So this is the strawberry. I'm getting a real strawberry nose on it.
It smells incredible.
But it doesn't smell chemically like strawberry. You know, you get
smells like when I'm making a strawberry smoothie at home.
Right.
Just about.
And you put strawberry in there. So the audience all got some? Okay.
Now the liquid's warmed up from the 196.
Yes, we can now drink that without burning our tongues. Yes. What's 196 Celsius? What is that? Is in Kelvin? What is that? Do you know, Randall?
No.
Cold.
Yeah.
I wanted that.
Stupid cold.
Stupid cold. That's
cold.
the technical term, I believe, is stupid cold. All right. What is it? 469 Kelvin? Negative 469 Kelvin? 469 Kelvin. All right.
Doing some nitrogen or something?
What is it? What is it in Fahrenheit?
Oh, God.
Listen, if you're going to give me answers, I would have questions. I really like this. I thought it was going to be sort of cloyingly. What is it? Negative 384. No, it can't be. It's negative minus. He's telling me 384. That would be like overboiling. Negative 196 Celsius has to be negative in Fahrenheit. I'm no scientist or mathematician, but I will tell you that's
The
you're wrong.
strawberry flavor on it is clean with that little hint of like acidic note that makes strawberries
It's
so
really
delicious.
good. It's so good. Listen, the other part of this too, I thought because of the nose on this, I thought it was going to be too sweet. It
Yeah.
cuts. It cuts it. It's really good. Negative 320.8.
0.8.
That has to be like liquid nitrogen or something.
It's gonna be
right?
something. It's gonna be something stupid. I don't even know how they get the machinery to do it. Like, I mean, that's awful cold. It's. I gotta know. I'm gonna tell you right now. It's delicious. What'd you guys think? It's good, right? And yeah, it's like a summertime drink. We're trying to get there. You're right. Crack one and go. But it's like so much better than like almost any of these others that I've had. It's 5.5% ABV. I don't think it's got anything. You can read the can. I don't think there's got anything in it. I think it's natural occurring.
What it
Calories,
does have in it is a lot
127.
of questions, apparently.
No, nothing. No, that was it's good. I like it. We're gonna carry it. As soon as it gets here, it'll be here. No, I'll tell you in a second. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to It's the Liquor Talking right here on WCRN. And we would just during the break, we tried another of the Suntory negative 196. We did the strawberry flavored. This is coming in. This is not even available yet. They crushed the fruit at negative 196 Celsius.
Which I believe is negative 320.8 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yes, you are correct. You said negative, right?
Yeah.
But
0.8.
0.8. But this stuff is fantastic. I got to tell you, this is the third one we've tried. Each one has been really good. As soon as this is available, we'll be carrying it here at Julio's. But they can keep sending me free samples. Oh, this is great.
They've had other flavors. There's been a peach, a grapefruit.
Yeah,
There was a lemon.
peach, lemon, and grapefruit, and now the strawberry. Those are the flavors we've tried. The peach was dead on. The citrus on the lemon was dead on. The strawberry's dead on. It tastes like it's gonna be like it. First of all, it smells like a really ripe strawberry, and I thought it was gonna be cloying when I went to drink it, but it isn't. It finishes nice and clean. Got a great strawberry.
Well, a lot
taste.
of artificial strawberry is almost like candied.
Right. This is not that.
No, it is not. So nice.
Good stuff. All right. Do you want me to continue? Do you want me to not to continue with Heaven Hill, Suntory Global Spirits, Bacardi, Constellation Brands, Moet Hennessy, Proximo, William Grant, Prestige, Diageo. This is just for
If
tonight.
you're driving, please try and focus on the road
Compass
and stay
Block,
awake as
Blue
he
Run,
continues with the list.
Catoctin Creek, Koval, Four Roses, Blue Ridge, Heavenly Spirits, Balcones, Keeper's Heart, Taffers, Foley Family, which is also Glen Scotia, which is one of your favorite Randalls.
Yeah, I do.
And then Heaven's Door and Blue Note, Irish American, and Catador, which does does some whiskeys from I know one of them is from Austria, which is really cool too. That's just for tonight, and then there's more tables on Sunday. So if you're really looking for a really good whiskey festival, this is it. I suggest people do both Saturday and Sunday, and it's not like we make more money because they're each $50 and you get $20 back in a gift card. It's really not that. It's like
and a portion goes to charity.
Portion goes to charity,
right.
And you get this really cool glass. This is the new glass this year, but it's one of those things we've taken basically a huge whiskey festival of 68 tables, and you can actually do it over 2 sessions, which is a lot better than trying to go in there and trying to hog up and see how many you can do.
Yeah, you guys also have a really great app as well.
Yes, thank you
You
very
download.
much, Macaulay. You get extra points for actually doing shameless plugs on that. You can get the Julio's Liquors VIP app, and when you load it up, it has all the tables. You can go look at them there. I would also suggest logging in because you can actually favorite your favorite whiskeys, and it makes a nice little list by you, right? And we also have a water sponsor, Randall. Did you mention our water sponsor?
I did not. This is from Iceland,
Icelandic
and it's
glacial.
called Icelandic
Glacial.
glacial water,
pH.
natural spring water from Iceland, and it has an 8.4 pH level, which I find to be tasting like it's an 8.2, but still delicious.
You find that, do you?
Yeah.
It just
Don't we
it's
always
just,
say that about the ABV? Oh, it doesn't taste quite.
it doesn't taste that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get that a lot of things? Since Josh Haddon just walked in, let's do the single cast nation. I was trying to
All
figure
right.
out which one to do because Randall really likes this whiskey.
I do. From a distillery that I have some fondness for, Fettercairn. And
We did a whiskey one time called Boba Fett, Karen,
yes,
which is one of our favorites. But I like
which
Fettercairn.
I kind of believe started the awful practice of tatering.
Did it? All right. This is Single Cast Nation. Josh is doing his seminar today at I believe 12 o'clock. If you don't have tickets for that, I would definitely get some. It's like a $10, and it's $10 and you get a gift card. Josh and his partner have been doing phenomenal work in doing independent bottlings all over the place. And this one just happens to be a Scotch, 11 years old, 59.7 ABV. This was, it's a Highland, September 12th. It was bottled in 2024. Single malt Scotch. And we're passing that out. I'll pass that out so the audience can try some.
Yeah, and the mystery that brought me into whiskey
The mystery
is
of whiskey.
that distilleries in Scotland, 100 plus distilleries at the time I was starting, 100% malted barley at all the distilleries, all of them except for one double distilled, and yet all of them have a unique and distinctive difference in flavor. And I couldn't figure out why, so I had to try as many as I could,
Yeah.
and that started me on my whiskey journey. And why I
Nice.
still find that single malts from around the world have some of the most flavorful deliveries in the final product. So
I think Macaulay's really going to like this one. That's my prediction. Do you like this one?
I give it an endorsement.
You do? This is really good. This is one of our favorites. We have this. This will be tasted, of course, at his seminar, and I believe during the two tasting events.
And that's not finished in anything, is it?
I think it's sherry, right?
Sherry.
yeah.
The sherry cask. New charred oak.
Hard oak.
No, so really nothing. Pretty neutral.
Yeah,
What do you guys
delicious,
think?
Expression. Yeah,
Did the audience get theirs yet?
they're quiet, so I
They're
believe
quiet,
they have.
so they
because
like
they've
it,
been
yes.
enjoying it. They get rowdy if you don't keep them.
Yeah, there's a lot of complexity in this. I think this is a really rich whiskey. I get some unique sweetness from it, and then that's why I asked if it was finished in anything. I think there's like a little bit of a fruit element in there. And
Definitely.
then you get into that light smoke, light peat.
We're gonna do. I think we got time to try one more. Want to give me that Cavalon, Randall? All
the
right.
mists.
I stole this. So
That's
Laura,
why you
Laura,
left breakfast in Asia early,
Laura Kanzler was
wearing a trench coat, which I thought
yes.
was unusual.
Did you think it was unusual?
Yeah.
We had this at breakfast. Some of the people that are here obviously did go to the breakfast, but this is Cavalon Triple Sherry Cask, distinct sherry cask matured. A rare combination of three unique sherry aged casks: Oloroso, Pedro Menez, Muscatel, and distilled and matured and bottled in Taiwan. It's a Taiwanese whiskey. Not many people
Single
have
malt.
had this, even still it's a single malt. And I wouldn't mind trying this again, so I think that's why I took it.
I would too. That was actually one of my favorite pours from
Was it
this
from the
morning.
breakfast?
Yes.
Yeah. This is not the best part of this is I love trying stuff that's not available yet. This is not available yet. So
So you're
this like
saying that the best part of waking up was this in your cup?
It's
this morning?
Cavalon in my cup.
Yeah.
Yes, Randall. It still rhymes.
I will say that.
And so we wanted to. This is the great part about like the meet and greet tonight. A lot of the tables have stuff that's like sneak peeks, stuff that you can't find. All of like this stuff, but they're just secret tastings like they'll have under the table that you know.
And
If
then
if you
after
know,
these
you know.
animals in the audience have gone through this bottle, there may not be a whole lot left for
That's
the
right.
tasting tonight.
It's 86 proof, so 43% ABV. I just thought it you know, some people are like, oh, that's, you know, it's not as high. I love the flavor complexity of this whiskey.
Did the audience get this?
Hey, Johnny.
Yeah, I think that a lot of times with whiskey, you associate proof with flavor, and that's
Right.
not always the case.
This will prove it. It's 86 proof. I mean, but a lot of the scotches and stuff are you know, that commercially available are like 80. Some of them are 92, but a lot of them are 80, and some have varying degrees of flavor. But this is plenty flavorful at the 86. Did you want to try that one? We have time.
Smoking brine. I actually went to the Whiskey Shack last night and said I wanted something briny. So
Did they give it to you?
they gave a lot to me.
Torbeg?
No.
What's that one? Torbeg? Which one
I
is that one, Randall?
swore an oath not to talk about with this producer.
This is
Okay.
Knock Des Moines,
Knock
the
Des Moines.
Legacy Series, chapter number 3.
Well,
Shaped by Sky.
Bruce Perry will be here tonight and on Sunday pouring this. I did like this one. This is chapter 3. And if you went to the tasting yesterday, you had it. If you didn't, you're about to. This one was really good too. And I give this
Right
to
off
John.
the nose, that richness of that peated, almost phenolic.
Oh yeah, that's a slapper.
It's just got the right amount of peat. It really just brings out all these other flavors. It's really good. I like this one a lot. I like them all too much. But this one was good because I thought it was peat with finesse.
It's
You know?
very light body, but then that peat
Peats out
just
of,
goes,
yeah.
boom.
Takes up on you. Well, we're out of time, Randall. We got to get out of here. We got a lot of stuff to do for Go Whiskey week still left, and we got
So
some
in the
work to do.
future, we may not be back with the show as we recover from the intensity
about
of
that?
the full week of Go Whiskey Week. But for today, we're finishing the show, and thank you for joining us on WCRN and listening to It's the Liquor Talking with special guest Macaulay Minton. Thank you for dropping by, and
Always a pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
okay.
Thank you, studio audience.
And thank our studio
For
audience.
drinking our whiskey.
I think I was the only one to clear all my samples up.
All right. We'll see you later. All right. Hanging up.